Good morning, Vietnam. I got that from a song. I think it came from something else. But how is it going? Almighty Tevin here, and of course I'm using old school OBS. So I gotta recapture stuff I just fucking captured. Which is my favorite part about old school OBS. It's fucking great. If you can't tell. Here we go. I know I look kind of bright and weird on the screen, but I'm almost done getting set up in my new office, as DSP will call it. I call it a room, to be honest. Should have a new desk tomorrow. It's not a new desk. It's another desk that I didn't own, and now I own. But it's new to me, and it's going to be a real desk instead of me sitting in front of a dresser. And I got my green screen up. Put that up a few days ago. So yeah, I just got to get the lighting back how I used to have it, and I gotta figure out OBS out. But I'm rambling about irrelevant shit. But what has been going on in the land of DarkSyde? Not a lot. He rage quit Persona 3, the last Patreon thing he was doing, so that's good. Ripped Persona 3 playthrough, and what else happened? I need to focus my mind. I'm out of focus right now. I don't know why. What else happened? Oh, Atlas. Well, somebody under the official Atlas YouTube, the official Atlas USA YouTube, posted a comment under the Fred Fucks Rage Quit video, so that was pretty entertaining. DSP got a little note about that. Machinima even filed a copyright strike. I forget what kind of strike it was, but it was the kind that take the video off YouTube, and of course it's back up already. I don't know why the fuck Machinima did that. If DSP told him to do it, I don't know why he told him to do it, because it's like, obviously the video is going to come back anyway. But here is the new goal for the month of August. And see, since he rage quit Persona 3, or whatever you want to call it, since he quit Persona 3, now the gimmick of the new Patreon goal is that he's going to guarantee a full playthrough. Oh my god, that's so fucking exciting, right? A full playthrough. That's so insane. He's guaranteeing it. So even if he hate the game, he's forced to play it. But for the month of August, the power again lies in the hand of the patrons, but in a different way than usual. Wow! If we hit the funding goal for the month, patrons who pledge $5 or more by August 31st will participate in the vote for a guaranteed full playthrough, a first, of one of the following games: Jak 3 HD Remaster, Banjo-Kazooie HD Remaster. I don't think it's an HD Remaster, right? It's a part of that, the rare replay, I think. But that shit got, like, borders on the outside of the screen. That's not a remaster, in my opinion. It's not even 1080p, not even 720p, when you have borders on the edge. I don't know, I may be wrong. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped PS1 Classic. So Crash 3, Banjo-Kazooie, and Jak 3. Ari Lord may finally get his wish for DSP to play Jak 3, and he might get his game back after all these fucking years. The playthrough is to take place starting in mid-September and will be balanced with the fall releases until completed. So that's gonna be exciting, right? And still, he only has one fucking goal. And he didn't change any of the perks. So his first time not even getting $1,250 since he started Patreon. He still don't change the perks, and he still go with a boring goal. So that's good. What else we got? We really don't have much as far as pre-streams. It's just two I want to play. This is August 4th. This is him talking about the Patreon stuff. And August 7th is titled Return After a Bad Day, Sonic Continues. Remember when I used to talk about how DSP pre-streams are like daily vlogs? Yeah, this one is Daily Vlog City. But let's listen to the Patreon stuff, then we'll go to that. And hopefully the weekend preview will be uploaded by the time I'm done, because I'm doing this kind of early.
First thing that I want.
I'm going to have to edit this video. Kojima, you fucking bastard. I knew something was going to be wrong. I got the wrong desktop audio device. God damn it. Oh well, as the ancient Mayans say, it is what it is. Yep. And my headphones are extremely loud. So I'll be right back. And I have to recapture fucking YouTube, but I could play the video while I'm trying to get that work.
But let's go ahead and let's do our gratuitous plugs segment. First of all, the first thing that I want to say is thank you to everyone who pledged to my Patreon in June. It's because of you that this marathon today is happening. It's very much 100% because of you. If it weren't for the patrons, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you to everyone who pledged in the month of June. You guys and gals are awesome. Thank you to everyone who is an ongoing pledge to my Patreon.
An ongoing pledge.
You're very much appreciated. Now I have a huge update regarding Patreon. Because as of this morning, I have officially settled on the goal reward for the month of August. I think you're going to like this one a hell of a lot more than last month's, and you're going to see why for two various reasons, alright? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fully announcing right now, this is the new Patreon reward goal for the month of August.
Oh man, that's so exciting.
It's going to be Patron's Choice between these three games.
It's like you expect people to shit their pants over these goals. They're not amazing, to be honest. They just exist.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. August Patreon goal is a guaranteed full playthrough.
Also, he should have called this the Patron's Platformer Choice, because these are all platformer games.
One of these games.
Which makes it a little bit less interesting to me. I don't care for platformer games that much.
Seems to be the issue that people have when I do Patron's Choice is, well, Phil doesn't guarantee a full playthrough. Well, then I'll guarantee a full playthrough. Alright? I will. I'll guarantee it. Now, it's not going to be a marathon. I want to make that clear. Today is a marathon. Today's Sonic Marathon is different. It's not going to be a marathon. These are just going to be ongoing playthroughs that I will balance with other stuff that I'm doing.
Nice, Snot.
Okay? So, as you can see here, if you pledge $5 to my Patreon by August 31st, and we hit the funding goal for this month, those patrons will be voting on either Jak 3 HD, which is from the 3-game Jak collection, Banjo-Kazooie HD, which was released last year with the rare...
By the way, if I remember correctly, he said he would play Jak 3 in downtime after he beat Jak 2. And he beat Jak 2, what, 2 years ago? It was a long time ago. He was on Twitch back then.
Play collection on Xbox.
So more than 2 years ago, I think.
Or Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, which I can't see. I'm so far away from the screen I can't read the subtitle, but that is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped there.
Okay. Oh my god, he's drinking water.
That the patrons will be voting on. Alright? So here's how it's going to work. If we hit the funding goal by the end of August, starting those first few days of September, patrons will be upgraded or whatever, so they'll have the ability to vote. And then for that first week of September, they'll be voting on which game they want to see. By the end of that week, we will tally up the votes, and then around mid-September, right after the new releases for that month, which I believe are Recode, and there's a Bioshock collection.
No one cares about that.
Right after I play those through those, we're going to begin with whichever game won out in the polling here. Because the bottom line is that there's not that much near the end of the month until Final Fantasy 15, so I'll actually have about a week to a week and a half to focus on whichever game wins.
You think it's going to be a good idea for DSP to try to play any of these games and beat them in a week? Not really. He did not have a good time with Jak 2, which is why he took so long to possibly play Jak 3. He did not have a very good time with Crash 1 and 2, which is why he took so long to possibly play Crash 3. And I remember after he beat Crash 2, I think somebody asked him on Twitter, was like, oh, are you going to play Crash 3? He was like, oh, maybe in downtime if I have nothing else going on. Yep, that's a fucking patron's reward. Well, a patron's goal thing, I guess. And Banjo-Kazooie, I don't know if he ever talked about Banjo-Kazooie before. I think he played it a little bit when he played the rare replay. But I don't know. I think he did. I think he played everything on now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So, there you go. These are the games that are eligible for a full playthrough.
They're eligible?
If we hit the funding goal. Alright? So that's the difference. Not a marathon, not a 12-hour promise, a full playthrough.
The thing is, he could probably beat... But he could beat any of these in less than 12 hours, to be honest. Unless he just do really, really bad at specific parts, which he probably will. But guaranteeing a full playthrough of this don't really seem that special, because it's not a. Anybody with common sense know these games not really that long. I don't know.
Anyone says that I don't listen to
go.
feedback from my viewers and fans, I don't know how you can say that when literally a couple days ago people complained I didn't do a full playthrough, and now I'm promising a full playthrough. All right. If you don't.
But people complained he didn't do a full playthrough for Persona 3. A game he played for like 60 something hours and uploaded more than 140 parts to. And in one of the pre-streams, I believe it was one of the pre-streams for his Persona 3 stream, he was saying that he didn't want to get all the way to the end and not beat it, and that people was telling him that they wasn't going to watch the playthrough until he finished it because they didn't want to watch hours and hours and hours of a playthrough, and then the end never come, and then they get blue balls and he don't never beat it. And then he proceeded to not beat it, wasting his time, wasting his life clock, and wasting everybody else's life clock that watched it. So that's good. But this is how you don't play Persona 3, Part 1 and 2, I believe, on YouTube. I know Part 1 is, so just watch that if you kinda care. Besides that, don't give his videos any views. It's too much fucking videos, and he don't deserve to get views off of something he ain't gonna ever possibly finish. No. But that's it for that. Now we get to listen to the daily vlog with DSP. This is today, as a matter of fact. Yeah, today. So let's hear this and just look at how long this goes on.
Okay, hello everyone. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome.
That was a weird silence.
Hopefully you're doing well today. I am doing well. And I'm coming back from a day away.
A day away.
A day away for not a good reason, obviously. It's not like I took a day off because I wanted to or anything like that.
Listen to this terrible excuse to why he took a
very
day
much
off.
An unscheduled day away from streaming. Originally, I had planned to be streaming every single day this weekend as usual. But unfortunately, sometimes circumstances do not, they conspire against us, let's put it that way. They make it so that we cannot do what we want to do on the weekends, right? I had originally planned on playing Sonic 06 all weekend and maybe having an extra day on Monday to do something else.
Oh my god.
Didn't work out that way because Leanna, my girlfriend, who lives with me, is sick.
Leanna, my girlfriend, who lives with me. What a exciting identity she has. He can't just say Leanna, and if you know, you know. He got to say Leanna, my girlfriend, who lives with me. I mean, whatever. People can't fill in the blanks, I guess.
She got sick this past week, more than likely from work. She has a part-time job that she works at around, 4 to 5 times a week. And,
isn't this, I know I'm pausing way too much for this irrelevant shit, but isn't this the third time Panda Lee been sick in like the last 7 months or so? Maybe even less time than that? Because she was recently sick before, not that long ago. And DSP ended up being sick for like 2 or 3 days. Because his job is, people get mad at me for saying that, whatever. His job is to talk pretty much. That's half of it. So you already have throat problems, and you're gonna go to sleep next to somebody that's sick. So if you get more throat problems from being sick added on top of your already 100% of the time existing throat problems, you pretty much can't make a video. And he went like, 3 or 4 days without doing any videos because he was sick? And Panda Lee's sick again, so he still makes the choice to sleep in the bed next to her, even though he has an office with a couch in it, and he has like one of those nice L-shaped sofas or some shit that he could sleep on. Bad decisions, good intentions?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's certainly not the best job in the world, but at the same time, it makes money. And that's the whole point of part-time jobs. They make money. You don't do them because you love them. You do them because you need the money. And
oh shit, my
she got
PS3
sick
controller
this past
died.
week, and it's one of those chest colds. So it's not one of those normal colds where you go through all those different symptoms. Like, oh no, first I got a sore throat, then I get the runny nose, then I get the congestion and the cough. No, she went straight to the cough. Like, that was the first thing that happened, is she started coughing about midweek last week. And, of course, she starts coughing. Oh, I'm just going to, I'll fight this off. It's not a big deal. Within 2 days of her coughing, she had incredibly uncontrollable cough. Which she did everything. Hot tea, lozenges for the throat, Robitussin, Mucinex, everything you could possibly think of.
Why don't they invest in those, the little packets that you mix with water? I think they call it like 100% vitamin C or some shit. I don't know. It's some vitamin C thing though. And you mix that with water. I haven't gotten sick in about a year and a half. And my brother hasn't gotten sick in about, 4 or 5 years. We went that long without getting a cold because of those little things. Your nose starts to run a little bit. Oh man, I might get a cold. Drink that shit like that day, the same day, maybe the next day, and your cold pretty much says, oh shit, I'm fucking bouncing. This motherfucker trying a little too hard to get rid of me, and they get out of there. And and then on top of that, just drinking a lot of orange juice in general is the reason why me and him have gone so long without catching a cold. Maybe Pandalise should spend about $3 or $4 to buy those little orange vitamin C package thingamajiggers. I don't know what the fucking name called. But she got sick a lot this year. This is like her third time being sick, I think, in the last 6 months. That's kind of bad. Kind of bad that I know that too, but it is what it is.
And of course, nothing really works, because the bottom line is, which a lot of people may not realize this, none of the medications
tinfoil hat
for a
DSP
cough actually stop the cough. In fact, if you actually look at the medications for cough, they're actually meant to make you cough more. I'm not kidding. Like, I've known this since I was a kid, and I read into all these medications. Anything you take for a cough...
The thing is, if he believes this, why did he give her stuff that he... Why did he give her stuff for coughing if he think it's gonna make it worse? I don't get that. It's like, you know how some people take medicine for headaches? I don't. Because I feel like if I take medicine for headaches, eventually I'm going to get more headaches. And people that take medicine for headaches get a lot of headaches. I get a headache probably once every 7-8 months. But I never take medicine for it. That's my tinfoil hat, I guess. The medicine makes it worse. But if he feel his way about, like, cough medicine, why would he give his girlfriend cough medicine?
Off is to relieve congestion by letting you cough easier. So if you're choking and you can't stop choking, go ahead and take that Robitussin so you can choke more. Now, I think the reasoning here is that, okay, if you take the medicine, it'll allow you to have more productive coughs. Meaning whatever's forcing you to cough will be removed, and therefore it'll stop you from coughing. The problem is if you're sick, it just comes right back within a couple minutes. So all of these over-the-counter drugs, how stupid are they that they're meant to actually make you cough more instead of actually getting rid of the problem, which is the excess of you-know-what that makes you cough? I don't get it. But then again, if we could easily just make that go away, no one would buy these over-the-counter medicines, and the entire industry would probably lose billions of dollars. So, gee, I wonder why they never invented the drug that actually stops you from coughing.
She could drink lean.
Pretty stupid.
I mean,
so anyway, I digress.
Whatever the technical name for it
is.
is.
Getting worse and worse. All right. And Friday night, she's trying
shit, to be honest, she probably could get some.
She could not even lay down in
the
bed
good shit
without
too.
choking every minute or so. So we were up till about
That is the best shit you
5:30
can
in the
get now.
morning with her choking and choking and choking, not being able to stop, and we basically got no sleep. You know, what are you going to do when one person in the bed is constantly choking all night? There's nothing you can do. How are you going to sleep?
You could sleep in a different room.
You're just not going to.
You're just not going to.
We finally did, pass out and got a whopping like 3 to 4 hours, of not even, of solid sleep. We both woke up in the morning, felt like complete shit. Now, luckily, Leanna didn't have to work yesterday. It was one of her days off, so I said, you know what? Neither of us slept. We feel like shit now because of it. Let's just sleep in. Let's relax. And and
He
just,
felt
try
bad
to
because he
recuperate
didn't
as much as
sleep
we
that
can.
much.
We need it anyway.
Recuperate.
So we did.
DSP
We
not
canceled
sick.
yesterday's stream. We slept in till I'd say probably mid.
That's the amazing part. He canceled the stream because he went to sleep late. That is phenomenal. You couldn't just stream later in the day? Nah, can't stream at all today. I went to sleep too late.
Afternoon time.
What a weird individual.
When we woke up, she felt a little better. And unfortunately, we had to do errands because Saturday is our day when normally we go out and we have dinner,
listen
but
to
then we
this.
do a bunch of errands afterward. And we had a lot of shopping to do this weekend. In particular, we were out of a lot of stuff, and I offered to go do it myself, but Leanna was like, "No, no, I'll come with."
I'm sick. I want to go out with you in public and make other strangers sick. Nice lady Pandely. Good decisions.
You, even though I told her not to, I said, "No, you should stay home." "No, I'll come with you." "All right." And it was all right. I mean, she kept choking, but at least it wasn't so bad that she was like dying or whatever. The one bummer is that we had already bought tickets to see Suicide Squad yesterday, ahead of time, way ahead of time, weeks ahead of time, and we didn't get to see it. How are you going to go to the movies when one person is choking every 2 minutes? Loud, audible coughs. I don't think people in the movie theater would have appreciated it, and she probably wouldn't have been able to enjoy the movie.
I don't know why he couldn't go by himself, first of all. Second of all, I don't know why he couldn't have went by himself. And third of all, why couldn't he have gone without Pandely? I don't know. He planned on doing a vlog about this video, which would have made probably $10. So, rip views.
So, we didn't get to see Suicide Squad, but
Great decisions,
they got
by
our
the way.
money. So they can obviously add our money to their profits. Which, quite honestly, since we didn't get to see the movie, it's kind of a rip-off that you still can't, seriously, you still can't buy
He could
tickets
just
and
pirate
you
the
can't go,
movie, to
there's
be
no
honest.
refunds, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but then again, you go to a theme park, there's no refunds. You go to a lot of events, there's no refunds. They're considered live events, right?
Just pirate the movie, DSP.
I certainly think that probably...
This is the next video that YouTube wants me to watch. Look at this title. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 playthrough part 33. Rage! Insanely difficult, broken BS Castle of Doom. 42 minutes long. That's what YouTube is recommending to me. GG. I appreciate it, YouTube. Oh, the weekend preview up too. I was like, wait, I don't remember a weekend preview of him wearing a Sonic hat. That's because he just uploaded it. So that's good.
Within a little bit here, we're probably going to see these movies go away from theaters, and everything's going to
Listen
be
to this
digital
dumb
at home
shit.
from now on.
Yeah, okay.
I really get that feeling, being the fact that everything is on demand, right? You can get these movies digitally instantly. Why are we going to a movie theater to see them to begin with? A lot of people have home theaters now. A lot of people have...
A lot of people have home theaters now. I don't. High school kids don't. Middle school kids don't. Those people still go to the movies. Normal people don't spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on home theaters. A lot of people don't even have big flat screen TVs. They have regular TVs. Going to the movies is like a social thing too. It's not just you watching the movie. You got the big ass screen that's way higher definition than the TV you got at home. I don't know what definition TV you would need to recreate the movie theater, like visually. I know that shit not 1080p. It's gotta be at least 2K or 4K, right? In 2016 for the big ass movie theater fucking screens. But movies are gonna be digital instantly. Yeah, because movies not making like hundreds of millions of dollars, even bad ones, for during one weekend at the box office. What Seattle strain of weed does DSP smoke sometimes? You gotta be getting some good shit.
They make it just as good as if you're in the theater, only you don't have to go to the physical theater. If that movie was new and we could see it at home, then we would have watched it.
You can see it at home. You could pirate it.
It is what it is. And I really wanted to see this movie because this is a movie that I've been very critical of all the trailers, and we've heard all this news about it being reshot 1,000,000 times. And I really wanted to see this movie to see if they were going to do a good job, because honestly, from the trailers, I thought it looked like shit. But a lot of people, it's funny because Mainstream critics say the movie sucks.
Mm.
So many people have gone out and claimed that it's great. But it's funny because the people who I've heard say it's great are the people who've been championing this movie and fanboying over the trailers for the past year and a half. So obviously they're going to say
Who are
it's
these
great.
people?
So I would have liked to have seen it for myself and judge, but I can't. So it is what it is.
He got tweets
sucks.
shitting on the movie, by the way.
It was a shitty
the
day.
movie he didn't watch.
It's in the past. Unfortunately, it's not over because Leanna, again, last night, choking. I think last night we got to bed around 4:30 instead of 5:30. So I probably got about maybe 4 to 5 hours of sleep last night. So I'm not going to lie to everyone. I'm tired today.
He's salty because his girlfriend couldn't sleep because she was sick. Even though he in like a 5-bedroom house. He couldn't go to another fucking room and sleep. Oh my god.
I would hope that she gets better in the next few days so that I can actually get a fucking good night's sleep.
What a nice
Need one
guy.
for sure.
Nice guy, DSP.
So
Nice
we'll
sauce.
see. We shall see what happens. Hopefully she feels better. Unfortunately, she's at work today.
He's still going.
She had to go to work, and she just texted me about 20 minutes ago saying her voice is shot. Nothing makes her throat hurt less, and it hurts, and she doesn't feel good.
Yeah, going to work probably didn't help.
It sucks. There's nothing you can do about it, right? So anyway, that's
But
what
it is
happened
what it is.
yesterday.
She
That's
had
why
to
I
go to
wasn't
work.
around. Now here's the plan, because now obviously everything had to get shuffled and shifted and mixed around. All right. Today we're doing, obviously...
Ah, man. 8 minutes, dude. 8 minutes of vlogging with DSP. Personal daily vlogs. 8 minutes of that before he even talked about the actual stream. And then probably for the last 8 or 9 minutes of this, he's talking about Patreon. Let me fast forward to 18 minutes and 21 seconds. See if we get in the plug.
They call me DSP on Twitter.
Yep.
Very important. And that will take
Yep.
place...
So there you go. Holy sheez, man. Let me see. What else we got here? I think that's pretty much it. We just got the stupid weekend preview video. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello,
I'm
everyone.
catching this super early. Uploaded 17 minutes ago. Holy crap. We got... yeah, we don't even have comments. I'll go back to school this week. Just fucking kill me now. And the dude posted this soon. Yeah, people are in school already. My nieces went to school, I think, the week before last. Love the Sonic hat. You might want to speed up some vlogs and pre-streams and see how that goes. What? Nice vid, Phil. Oh my god. As a matter of fact, I never checked this channel. Hello, everyone. If it loads. There we
Hello,
go.
everyone, and welcome to the King of Hate Vlogs.
Yeah, he ain't uploaded nothing on his channel since last week, so. And he was probably gonna already have Phil's thoughts video on Suicide Squad, but he didn't watch it, so. Yep. But let's hear this hot weekend preview. My favorite time of the week. I'm lying. Oh yeah, I meant to say in the beginning of the video, hopefully y'all having a good weekend, or having a good week, or having a good whatever. Mine is average. About as normal and boring and lame as it could possibly be, to be honest. Doing some fun stuff tomorrow though. And pretty much the rest of the week. Click.
Aha!
Oh!
What is up, everyone? Camera's a little...
Look how
the
fucking
camera's not
stupid he
exactly
looked.
angled perfectly, but there's a reason for that.
He
I'll
even
explain
did the
why in a
strap. Oh my god.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. I am DarkSyde.
That could be a good emote.
Sunday, August 7th, 2016.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, just as I predicted,
I'ma get that.
just as I thought was going to happen.
That's a good emote.
This past week in particular, this first week of August, already.
I'm gonna remember
in my
that. I gotta
opinion,
write
from
that
my
down so I can
perspective, More
remember.
exciting, more interesting, and much better back on track for entertaining stuff than all of July was. As we all know, July was slow. There was nothing going on in gaming. Not the case this time around. This month looks like it's going to be a busy month. This week in particular will be a very heavy week where we're going to have continuing and finishing playthroughs, a new game, other new playthroughs going on, and I'm about to explain all of that. What do you mean that something's different? It doesn't look like normal. I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, I'm in a very Sonic the Hedgehog mood. If you haven't noticed recently, I've been playing Sonic 2006. Now, this was a patron goal from way back in the month of June that we hit the funding goal, and the June patrons voted and said they wanted to see me play Sonic 2006 over a series of other Sonic games like Sonic Adventure or Sonic 1 through 3. So that's why all day Thursday I did a crazy 6 to 7 hour long marathon. Friday I did another 3.5 hours, and today, Sunday, I did another 3.5 hours of Sonic 2006. And as of right now, I'm pretty much in the home stretch of the game, which means that I've got about 15% left with Silver's story, and then I've got about 70% left of Shadow's story. And then once you beat their stories,
this high relevant information, by the way,
game leading to the true final boss. All right. I thought I was going to get further than I did with the game.
I guess it is.
But a couple things happened. First of all, Saturday,
it's just stuff you already know if you care.
Gameplay because Leanna was very sick. We barely got any sleep,
which is annoying.
And we decided to sleep in. I took care of her during the day, and we had to go out and do errands.
Oh, he took care of her during the day.
Earlier in the day when normally I would have been streaming, so that we could
she could fucking walk.
And
she just had a cough.
Saturday kind of threw everything off. All right, I was planning on maybe finishing Sonic by today. I didn't get that done. All right, that's okay though, because I've got all day Monday. Alright, now the other thing that happened was today as I was playing it, unfortunately, I ran into a bunch of problems with the game being buggy and difficult and just a cheap piece of shit. Ridiculous amounts of cheap-ass instant deaths, a whole mechanic with Sonic that wasn't even working in one stage, and it forced me to replay the stage twice from the beginning, which was really frustrating. Although it combined with a lot of luck. There was like a couple bosses that were tough, but I one-shotted them, and there was this one part that I have 0 lives left, but I managed to beat it. And so it was kind of down to the wire. If you have not watched the Sonic 2006 playthrough yet, all I have to say is this. It's classic throwback hilarity to the kind of games that I used to play back in my early YouTube career. The games that were unpolished, buggy, I raged a lot because they sucked, and those playthroughs were funny and good for all the wrong reasons.
There's games like that now.
A game that's so bad, it's good. And that's kind of how Sonic 2006 is. It's got a lot of great stuff in it that could have been great if the gameplay had been implemented properly. But the game in a lot of ways is unfinished, just crazy mechanics that don't work properly, and just hilarious fails and stuff in this playthrough because it's such a silly game, because it was rushed by Sega. So now I finally understand why people have been so up in arms about this game, and it had so much potential and was so wasted on a game that pretty much is unfinished in a lot of ways. Anyway, before I get off
how hard can you sell your own videos to your viewers?
All about Sonic
2006. That's the thing. It's not like he's selling the video to that's the emo face right there. It's not like he's selling the video to someone that never watched his videos. He's trying to sell a video to people that already watch him. Like, what the hell, dude? Oh, it's great. It's throwback hilarity like my old videos because I have to live in the past.
Game, which means I'm going to live stream it on my earlier stream starting around noon Pacific time.
I forgot to say the title. No Man's Sky and Sonic 06. Scarface, Godfather, GTA. Wow, that title. I hope somebody don't just YouTube search No Man's Sky and find this fucking video with this dude in the Sonic hat.
For the entirety of the stream, and if I don't finish the game, I'm playing it again at 7 p.m. Pacific time, which is when I usually would start a late night stream. So 2 sessions of Sonic 2006 tomorrow. I'm really making the full court press to finish the game because this week has a big high profile new release we've all been waiting for.
We all been waiting for it.
Sky. That's going to be released on Tuesday. Now, I just want to clear a few rumors up for everyone because people are like, people already played this game. It's all over the internet already. What you're seeing is actually the pre-release version without any patches, without all the things that they implemented to fix the game and adds a significant amount of content. In fact, they said there's the day one patch for No Man's Sky is supposed to be insanely huge. What happened was, as usually happened, people broke Street Date, which they're not supposed to fucking do. It's against the law.
Remember when he played Dark Souls 3 before it was out in America? Because he cheesed it and bought it on a Japanese Xbox Live, and he had a pre-patched game that wasn't as difficult as it was supposed to be. But now he's talking like this about people breaking Street Date because he couldn't do it. If he would have had No Man's Sky early, he probably would have been chilling the fucking playthrough right now. Oh, it's great, you gotta watch it. It's fucking amazing. Good Lord,
And they
DSP.
ran out there with copies that they stole from or the retailer gave it to them to the back room, which you're not supposed to do. And they ran out and played this game early, which you're not supposed to do because that's not representative of the final game. I know firsthand of the faux pas and the pitfalls of playing a game before release date. Remember what happened with Dark Souls 3?
He actually
when I
brought
played
it
a
up.
version of the game that
Wow.
was actually artificially nerfed compared to the rest of the game up to a certain point. And so those early levels of Dark Souls 3 weren't necessarily representative of the grueling difficulty that I had
Grueling
with bosses
difficulty?
like Champion Gundyr and the final boss and stuff
I think
like
it might
that.
be a moderate
So
exaggeration.
playing a game pre-release is very risky, and the bottom line is all the people who have gotten these pre-release are playing, oh, the game's buggy and it has this, and the publisher or the game developer already came out and said, you're playing the unfinished version. Like, you're playing the game without any of the patches we've implemented over 3 months of time to fix this game and make it better, and it's your own fault for breaking Street Day.
Just saying, if your game is that bad without patches, you did something wrong.
So, I don't know. I've stayed away from all the footage. I haven't watched any of it. All I know is this: it's supposed to be
You never
awesome
watch
space
footage on
exploration
games.
and complete open universe. It's supposed to be progressively generated, so it's random and different for everyone who plays the game. And apparently, your goal is to get to the center of the universe, but it could take upwards of like 40, 50, 60 hours. To
Oh,
do so,
God.
which is pretty crazy in my opinion. The question is, will a game like No Man's Sky hold up that long? If it takes you 60 hours to get to kind of your goal in the game, even though it's not necessarily the end of the game, but it's your goal in the game. Will it keep you entertained that entire time, or does it get stale and repetitive after a certain amount of time? And I think that's the test that we have to see for this game coming up this week.
Take a sip.
So, that being said, Tuesday will be all about No Man's Sky. Similar to how I'm doing 2 streams on Monday for Sonic 2006, Tuesday is going to be all about No Man's Sky. I'm going to be playing
great.
2 streams,
Can't wait.
an earlier stream and a later stream. So all day long you'll be seeing coverage of the new game. I'm pretty excited about it.
I love that all day is basically 5 hours. And not even a whole solid 5 hours. 3 hours, like a 2-hour long break of nothing, and then 2 hours again. Like, what the
About that.
all
right?
day. Oh my god.
Wednesday.
It's weird sometimes.
I'll also be streaming No Man's Sky on my gameplay stream
Hooray.
around noon. And then Wednesday night, now that I've gotten by then
First
I'll have
impression
gotten
video.
8 hours of gameplay into the game, I want to do an impressions video
Oh,
on what I
great.
think about the game for KO Gaming. Because this is the kind of game that a lot of people are interested in, but how can you legitimately review a game that is supposed to be so long within a couple days? You can't. You can't review it. You can't. It's just not possible to review the game. Alright? So, the bottom line is, I want to give a first impressions and at least let you know what do I think about this finalized version with the day 1 patch and everything. What do I think about it after about 8 hours of gameplay? And that'll be going live on KO Gaming. Now, later on in the week, I fully expect that some people will have watched No Man's Sky for a couple days and said, okay, I get it, whatever, I want to watch something else. Other people might still be, oh man, I like it, I want to see people keep playing the game. It depends, there's different kinds of viewers, and I know that. So what I'm going to do...
Guess what, viewers? If you want to watch something else while No Man's Sky hype is going on, you can watch really old games. Yeah! I know that sounds too good to be true. You can watch really old games like Sonic 06 or Scarface or Godfather 2 or Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You know that game DSP already played again? Yeah, you can watch him play it again. Wow. I can't fucking
is
wait.
I'm going to split my efforts so that I'm not only doing No Man's Sky and then people get burnt out and they go away for 2 weeks until I start doing something different. And I
They
have
go away
prepared
for 2
3
weeks.
different games
Those are great,
for this
viewers.
period of time. Now, if you're not aware,
Here we go.
this week and next week, so we're talking all the way until August 23rd, there's really no new releases. Now, that could change, besides No Man's Sky is what I meant to say. Besides No Man's Sky, there's no new releases. That could change. We could have another episodic release with Hitman. We could see another DLC character with Street Fighter or something like that. I'm not fully expecting that, to be honest. I don't think it's going to happen. If anything, those episodic releases maybe near the end of the month like they traditionally are. So the bottom line is, I really, for around 2 weeks, just have No Man's Sky, and that's it. So obviously I don't want to just do No Man's Sky and then have people who don't like the game or get bored or burn out on that game not interested in it. But I want to play it at length so I have a full-fledged view of the game for a full review somewhere down the line, probably at least after a week's time of playing. So the 3 games that I have purchased and actually are en route to my house right now. Number 1, Scarface on the Xbox. Apparently it's the best version of the game.
Now you can question, why would DSP buy 3 games when he's only gonna play 1? Maybe a future Patreon thing is gonna have the other 2 that don't win? I don't know. If he don't play the other 2 games he bought, why the fuck he bought them? It's kind of stupid.
It can be
Oh, no.
emulated on the Xbox 360, and I have purchased it online for a whopping, it was like $40. It was really expensive.
$40.
I hope that it works and it's intact and it's in one piece. Fingers crossed. Number 2, The Godfather Part 2.
Holy
Now
crap.
this was a playthrough that I started way back when in 2009, and I had to stop playing the game because
So he spent $40 on a game he might not even play? Pledge today.
because of virtual nudity complaints, which led to community strikes against my original YouTube channel, DarkSyde Phil, way back when. What a mess that was. And so now YouTube's changed. Now you could do all this stuff in video games with the virtual nudity and all that. So I want to play this game again eventually.
But YouTube still has community strikes. And YouTube has a system, I don't know how it works necessarily, but YouTube could say your video is only viewable by people that's 18 and older. And this is DSP, trust me. His shit is going to get a bunch of community strikes against those videos if he have any kind of nudity in it. I don't know why he would play it again and say, oh, YouTube is different now. But you got to think to yourself, you DSP. Rules are slightly different when you live in your life as DSP.
sometime I want to finish it. And then last but not least, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Virtual boobage.
Now, there are 2 newer versions of the game than when I played it back in 2012. There's one version that's on the Xbox 360 that apparently is like the mobile Android version ported to it, and I've heard the graphics are great, but it has tons of bugs and issues, and the soundtrack is missing a bunch of songs. There's also a new version that was recently released on PlayStation 4 that apparently has trophy support, but the graphics aren't very, they're pretty much PS2 graphics. But I guess there are some improvements. I don't know, and everyone seems to be on the fence about what the best version is.
Get the PS4
I
version.
bought the 360 version, but I'm certainly not shutting out the possibility of just getting it on PS4 anyway and playing it on there.
Why is he wasting so much money on this?
All right. So those are the 3 games that I'm considering playing as stuff balanced with No Man's Sky. All right.
All right.
Now, what order I play the games, and first of all, I just want to make it clear, I'm not promising I'm playing all 3. I'm at least playing 1. I don't know which one, but I'm
so
not
he
playing
might play 3.
I don't have time in 3 weeks to play all 3 of those games balanced with No Man's Sky. That's a pretty tall order.
I didn't know that.
I mean. So,
I thought he was only going to play one no matter what.
What I'm probably going to do is once I receive all the games this week, they're all supposed to be coming. And one of I think actually Grand Theft Auto is supposed to be coming tomorrow.
Oh
and then
man!
I think Scarface and Godfather are supposed to be coming within the first few days of the week. Once I get them all, I want to test them. Because that's the problem when you buy used games. Sometimes they just don't fucking work. So obviously I don't want to say, I'm doing Scarface, yay! And then I go to put the disc in and disc read error. So I got to test them all to let you know whether or not what I can play this week. All right. Once I've tested them, what I'll probably do is put up a poll on social media.
Oh, great, a poll.
Probably on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, right over here. And I'll have
He just points to me when he does that, I think.
Balance with No Man's Sky. Whatever wins the poll will be the first game. And then if I finish that game, I'll move on to another one. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I will literally have 2 weeks.
I thought he said 3
No
weeks a
Man's
little
Sky
while
and
ago.
whatever else I want to balance with it. Okay? So that's the deal. You're going to see a new game, No Man's Sky, balanced with these cool open world style games that people have wanted to see me play for quite some time.
Like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you already played it.
Now, I'm not shutting out the possibility of anything else. For example, there's a possibility that Overwatch may have a new
Oh my God,
event
Overwatch!
for the Summer Games. They had a Summer Games event, Lucio Ball, that was added to the Brawl last week, and it's still being played as the weekly Brawl right now. Maybe midweek this week they'll change it to another new one, and I'll want to check that out and maybe do a quick session of Overwatch or something one night, then I will. So I'm leaving that possibility open, that if anything happens, like Hitman or Overwatch, if there's an opening, I'll balance whatever I'm doing, like No Man's Sky, with that for that day. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Once I complete Sonic 2006, what I would like to do is maybe later in the week do a special video for KO Gaming where I talk about the game.
KO
Because
Gaming.
this game, after finally playing it hands-on, I've got a lot to say about it. There's things that I actually absolutely love about Sonic 2006, and there's things I absolutely hate about the game. And I want to kind of balance that in a video where I share my opinions and I talk about the story, history of this game and the game development, and they're basically firing the game testers who told them the game wasn't ready and all this kind of stuff. It's a good game to actually do a creative video on, in my opinion. So I'd
Of
like
course
to do
it
that,
is,
but obviously
DSP.
there's no rush on that. Sonic 2006 is an old game, 10 years old. So later in the week, if I'm playing No Man's Sky in another game, and okay, I have a little bit extra time, maybe like Friday night or something like that. Maybe I'll spend some time and I'll try to do a video.
Maybe.
So that I can talk a little bit about it and get it off my chest and stuff.
A lot of maybes.
Okay, so that's
All right.
kind of the week. Let me go through that again. Sonic 2006 concludes on Monday, hopefully. Tuesday, No Man's Sky.
Either he think his viewers are really dumb, or he think he bad at getting the point across. And if he think he that bad at getting the point across, to tell us something over the course of 10 minutes, only to repeat it within, what, 2 minutes, then maybe he should change his fucking format to when he talk like this. I don't know. But if he could, it's like he tell us the long version of the story and then tell us the short version immediately after. That makes no sense.
All day long. Wednesday, No Man's Sky on stream balanced with a first impressions video on
This
KO
part
Gaming.
could be the whole video.
Thursday, I balanced No Man's Sky with a new playthrough, one of these 3 games that I mentioned. I'll do a poll to determine which one it is, and it will be those games balanced either alternated days or maybe double stream days. I'll do, split the day between the 2 games for the next foreseeable week, all the way heading into up to August 23rd. Excuse me, I almost said October. August 23rd, when there's multiple new releases coming out, like King of Fighters 15, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and there's a couple indie games that week too. So depending on how much I spend on those games, we'll see which ones I actually get to tackle. So that's the plan. I think that's a great mid-August lineup. Usually mid-August, there's nothing going on. It's dead as fuck.
He should play Madden.
Honestly, August is such a month usually where only till the last week of August, all of a sudden you start getting new releases. This I'm so happy that this year it's different, that we've got a big high-profile release like No Man's Sky, tons of time to explore the game, and I get to balance it with other games that people have wanted to see for a while. 2 thumbs
Who are these
up
people?
So far, at least for the plans for August. Hopefully they go according to plan. All right. Now, the one final thing that I want to mention.
So let me get this straight. August is a good month because of one game that's open world and procedurally generated. Not even procedurally generated, randomly generated. I don't know if that's the same thing. You know how game devs like to use their little terms. But August is a good month because of one open world game that's randomly generated. That's not good for a playthrough, dude. That's a terrible game for a playthrough. No Man's Sky, I mean. That's not a good game for a playthrough. But I guess we shall see how it works out.
And this week in preview.
Patreon?
The Patreon goal for the month of August has been set. I actually said it a few days ago, all right? And I've been talking about it on my pre-streams, but not everyone watches my pre-streams. So I want to talk about it here in this video so you're aware.
Not everyone watches this either.
I directly listened to you, the viewers. For months, I've been getting criticism.
Here we go.
When you do a Patreon goal and we hit it, why do you only do a marathon? Why don't you finish the game? Phil, when you do these Patreon goals, why are you doing these kind of amalgamous things where you just say it's in the hands of the patrons? Because then people don't know what they're pledging towards. They can pledge $5 and really hope to see you play this one game that never even makes it to the final poll, and that's frustrating. So I've listened to all of the feedback from the patrons and from non-patrons who said they would pledge if I could have a better Patreon goal. And I've worked towards it and come up with this as a direct result of what you have asked for.
Oh man, what a great, unique, special idea.
You can see here,
he came up with it. It's so amazing. I'm so surprised.
The funding level for this month, which by the way, we're around $200 away right now. I want to make that clear that my Patreon page is not correct. It says we're $400 away. It's wrong.
Can he fix it? Please fix it. Because it's kind of misleading. You want people to give you money for something, and they don't even have a concrete way of knowing how much they need to possibly give.
It's erroneously estimating that we're going to have $200 of false pledges, but I did away with all false pledges. I have to talk to Patreon about fixing that, all right? We're around $200 away. If we have $200 of additional pledges by the end of the month, we're going to hit the goal, all right? We got plenty of time for that. The goal is I will do a full playthrough of one of these 3 following games, either Jak 3 HD from the Jak 3 HD collection years back, Banjo-Kazooie HD from the Retro Replay collection, not Retro Replay, excuse me, the Rare Replay collection.
Rare Replay. I think I called it Retro Replay too, I don't know.
3 warped on, emulated on the PS3, it'll be the PS1 version, alright? Now, what'll happen is if we hit the funding goal for this month, the patrons who pledge $5 or more by the end of August are voting in a poll that'll last about a week. And whatever game wins the poll, I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of that game starting around mid-September. I'm going to balance it with the other new stuff that's coming out, because this mid-September there is some good stuff. There's games such as Recore and the Dead Rising
the fuck is
collection, which I want to replay probably Dead Rising 1 because I never played it for YouTube. There's a possibility that I'll be playing a game like Bioshock again. As a full playthrough, the remake that they're doing of it. But there is a whole week in there in September with nothing going on, and what I would like to do is balance one of these games with whatever else I choose to do in September, alright? So, again, directly responding to your feedback. You wanted a full playthrough, you got it. You wanted a choice of popular games that people have been asking me to play for a while, instead of just an amalgamous game that may or may not...
Popular games people have been asking him to play for a while.
Be what you pledged for, you got it. So
I suppose.
responding to what you asked for,
If
you
you
got
say
it.
so.
All right. So, I mean, I'll be honest here. I'll be very honest. Hold on, let me get the camera back here. That was not the camera. That was a misclick. I'll be very honest with everyone. I'm trying to get this back. There we go. July was a slow month. July sucked.
We know, you told
Slowest month of
us.
my business ever. I'm not even kidding. It was slower than January this year, which was my slowest month previously ever. It was the worst month. There was nothing going on. I couldn't really get anyone to come out and watch my stuff, simply because there was no new releases, period. There's no new releases, no one's going to show up. Once new releases start coming, now people will get into it and they want to come back and watch regularly. But the problem is with no new releases, I'm shot. And that always happens early in the year, and midsummer always happens to me. That's when the dips in my business happen. Because of that, we did not hit the funding goal for Patreon for the first time ever in July. And it hurts, because I've hit that goal every single month since I started on Patreon in February 2015. And to see that we were way under by about... Actually, I take that back. We were under by about $200. It was actually between $200 and $250, something like that. It means that I wasn't able to motivate people, that goal of the Patron's Choice playthrough that people have been asking me to do wasn't right. So I listened directly to what you said you wanted. Directly. I hope we hit the funding goal. If we don't hit the funding goal this month, I don't know what else I could do, because I've done directly exactly what you've asked for. As a viewer, as patrons, I've done exactly what you wanted, so hopefully we can hit it by the end of this month. Hopefully with No Man's Sky, whenever we do mid-month, and then all the big stuff coming out at the end of the month, it'll motivate people to pledge.
I love this wording, because it's kind of his way of saying, yeah, if we don't have a Patreon goal next month, if we don't hit it, it's your fault, the viewer, because you, the viewer, wanted this.
Who will be enjoying themselves and they'll want to see one of those playthroughs come September. All right. So that's the deal. I pointed wrong. I'll point right over here to my
you don't have to
right
point
there.
To it, DSP.
Please check it out. Please pledge. Man. Your pledges, not only do you get, these monthly goals that you contribute to, but you also get personal perks. For example, now that I'm about to end the video, special thanks to the July patrons, who, even though we didn't hit the funding goal, still gave me a significant amount of additional income, allow me to do this on a monthly or full-time basis. Patreon money isn't icing on the cake for me. Patreon money is money that pays my bills. So thank you to those who did pledge. And without further ado, here it is. The thank you Patreon call for the month of July. That's it, everyone. And I'll take this off because my head is hot as shit. I like wearing it. It's funny. My head gets so sweaty. Thanks for watching the Weekend Preview. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll be here for No Man's Sky and Sonic and everything this week. Whatever game gets picked, it's going to be an exciting week. It's going to be an exciting month of August. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting month of August, which is basically going to consist of No Man's Sky and some, 10-year-old games. Wow.
Thank you to the following patrons. Peace out. See you later.
Alright, not letting that import play because that's some music that get my videos copyright strike and people have to watch ads. But, I don't know what else we could really talk about in this video, to be honest. I mean, the Persona 3 Rage Quit kind of funny. I'm actually going to the Persona 3 actual video he posted, because the likes and dislikes was astounding on that shit. But you know how oh my god, that's kind of how it is. People hear about something and then they go to the video and throw out their little 2 cents and then dislike it and then leave. And then DSP can say stuff like, they didn't watch the playthrough, they just came to be negative assholes under the video. Paul 164. Huh? Did he delete the video? Because I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see the final Persona 3 video. Oh my god, I'm going to have to go to the playlist and try to find it. That's fucking weird. And the Persona 3 playthrough so old, I gotta scroll down through months of other playlists. I like how he liked his own Overwatch video. I gotta scroll down through months of other playthroughs to find Persona 3. Because it's been that fucking long since he started it. We got WWE 2K16 WrestleMania matches, dude. We got Pokken Tournament, dude. Remember that game? Holy shit. March. Did he start it in March? Oh god. Undertale. I'm gonna have to, okay. This video longer than it need to be now. I need to fucking find this. Persona 3. Here we go. Persona 3 FPS playlist. 166 videos, by the way. 166. 166 fucking videos. And if you watch all of them, you still don't get to see the ending of the game. Wow. Okay, the video still is up. I just couldn't find it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my god. 675 dislikes and 64 likes. That is amazing. Wow. I don't think I ever seen a gaming video get that much dislikes. And that's DSP breaking his own record right there. As a matter of fact, no, one of his most disliked gaming videos is him playing Witcher 2. One of his Witcher 2 videos got like thousands of dislikes. Man, that's crazy. Yikes. If those people would have watched the rest of the, if they would have been watching the rest of the playthrough, he might have ended up finishing it, because he would have felt a little bit more obligated to. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Make sure you go watch This Is How You Don't Play Persona 3 Part 1 and I think Part 2 out, and go watch This Is How You Don't Play Chrono Trigger 2. Because apparently DSP played that game, and I didn't even know. And I think a lot of other people don't know that he played that game. But I am Audi 5000G. I should have thought of a hashtag, but I kind of don't have one, and I can't think of one on a fly. But hopefully y'all have a good rest of the week, and all of that stuff. Whatever week it is, you might be watching this like 10 years from now. So have a good rest of the future, I guess. And what else can I say? I guess I'm done. I gotta fucking edit this now. I'm very disappointed about that, because you know how much I hate editing these videos. Because that means it adds more time onto the time I take to actually make the video, if that makes sense. But remember, if you need somebody to love you, as I drop my mouse, if you need somebody to love you, just look up, and I will be there. It is Almighty Tevin signing out. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like it to support the cause if you want to. I really don't fucking care, but I like saying that anyway. And the world keeps on turning around. I don't know why I did a hand gesture, but I had to make it make sense. The world keeps on turning around, and I am out. Thank you for watching the video. I already said that.